According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 in 5 women experience attempted or complete sexual assault during their college years. Campuses around the nation are making an effort to combat this issue and raising awareness. Both the University of Michigan and California Berkeley require freshmen to complete an online class on sexual assault prevention and attend some mandatory events on campus. The University of Oregon has a train the trainer model where the students are trained to lead others in workshops on sexual assault prevention. And San Anselm College has a former NFL player come in to educate their football players on sexual assault and domestic violence. This year, UAA made it mandatory for all students, staff, and faculty to complete the Title IX training, Sex and Gender Discrimination. According to the interim chancellor, Samuel Gingerich, the Title IX training helps change attitudes and behaviors. Students, however, felt differently about the effectiveness of this training.
I feel like most students don't care because they don't think it's going to happen to them and they don't think it's going to be related to them like at all, so they don't worry about remembering the information when they're told it the first time.
At the University of Portland, all freshmen are required to complete a workshop and mandatory online class before they arrive at school. Danielle Adler took both this training and UAA's. However, she does not really remember anything from either training.
A lot of that stuff you hear over and over again, and then you just kind of tone it out, like the statistics and stuff.
Sexual assault education on campuses is almost always centered around girls looking out for themselves and reducing their risk of getting assaulted, says Esther Boykin, the chief executive of Group Therapy Associates in Washington. And Adler thinks that many students may have trouble relating to this.
I mean, I feel like in order to pay attention to the statistics and stuff, you would have to, know someone or personally have that experience. Otherwise, it doesn't mean anything.
According to Boykin, education shouldn't only be prevention focused. We have to start teaching boys and young men what to do instead of simply telling young women what not to do. And Sterling Crossman, a former fraternity member at UAA, says that this is all they learned in his fraternity: what not to do.
Basically, what they teach us is watch what you say, watch what you do. Basically, don't touch the person, don't look at them.
It all boils down to consent, and research from the University of Michigan suggests that changing the focus to increasing awareness about the nature of consent is a more effective way of promoting this issue and changing students' attitudes. But regardless of whether or not this training actually changes attitudes and behaviors, it does raise an awareness of this issue, and UAA will continue to require this training each year as part of the enrollment process.